Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we have a very sad video, unfortunately. I'm completely devastated. My 2023 Subaru BRZ was recently destroyed in a hailstorm. We had a really bad hailstorm on Friday night, and today is Tuesday. Yesterday, the insurance company actually did come out to look at it on Monday morning, and I already took it to a dent shop to get an estimate and to see if it can be fixed. So stay tuned for the details on that. Pretty much every car in our neighborhood had some type of damage on it, but I believe mine was the worst after looking at all of them. For some reason, I haven't seen another car that looked as bad as mine, especially on the hood here. So let me get a few angles so you can see it. This area, for some reason, up here was really rough. And there's a big variety in the size of the dings. This is probably the biggest ding on the entire car right here. Sorry, right here. And then a bunch of little ones. And in a little bit, I will tell you how many dings are on each panel and the entire car in total. So that's the hood, by far the worst part of the car. And then the second worst part of the car is by far the trunk. The dings aren't as deep, but there's just as many. And now the part of the car that I'm the most worried about is the quarter panels. So look up here, look at all those little dings. Oh my God, it's terrible. And then if we go right here, all those right there, there's some on the body line. For some reason, not as many on the flare here, because that has a lot of space that faces the sky, but there's a couple you can see. And then the pillars for some reason are okay. There's a couple little ones, but I mean, not nearly anything like the rest of the car. I think because it's such a small area. The fenders do have some dings as well. Of course, every panel on this car is dinged. The doors, even that has dings, which is crazy because, you know, that's sideways. But I guess even with that little amount facing, some of them still hit. And they also could have been coming from the side. Now, this side of the car was facing the house, so it was a little more protected, but it still has a bunch of dings. So let me show you the quarter panel. You can see a bunch of them. It looks like even the plastic pieces here. I might need to make sure that the insurance guy got that, because I don't like that. If we go from this angle, look at all those dings. Jeez. And then in this same area, it's getting a little dark, it's hard to see. Yeah, see, not as bad as the other side. Doesn't mean it's good though. Trunk again. And then, of course, the doors and the fender. This little section of the door on both sides got it pretty bad, you can see there. So I already did get the estimate from the insurance company, and I already took it to a paintless dent repair shop in our area. It's really popular among the car guys that I know. I've actually, my wife and I actually have gone there a couple times to get a couple little dings taken out, and they did a really good job. So they took it back, they looked at it for over an hour. They marked every single little ding with a marker, except for the hood. The hood was so bad they didn't have to go through and mark each one. The pictures showed them plenty enough. They were trying to do it so the insurance company could see the damage, and also so they could count and, you know, figure out what the estimate's going to be. So they didn't mark any of the hood, but I will throw in some of the pictures that they provided, and this helps show how many dings are all over even the doors, the quarter panels, the roof, the fenders, and they even counted how many there are. And let me give you just a quick rundown of that. So on just the hood by itself, they counted over 500 dings just in the hood. You might be wondering, why don't they just replace it? Well, I'll get into that. They said in the trunk there were close to 200 dings. And then the quarter panels, I think, had like over 150 or something. The doors had like 30 or 40. The fenders had like 30 or 40. Anyways, in total, over 1,000 dings in the entire car. So the insurance company does want to replace the hood, and they actually put that in their estimate. The dent repair guy, of course, he wants to fix the hood because obviously he'll get paid for that, but he's also looking out for the value of the car because replacing the hood means that then it has to be painted, and then they would need to blend the paint on the bumper and the fenders as well to make sure it matches. So then basically the entire front half of the car has been repainted, and that would really affect the value. So we're dropping it off tomorrow, and what the dent guy is going to do first is he's going to start with these bigger dings in the hood and see if he can get those to fix nicely. He's a little concerned about it because it is aluminum, that it might be a little bit harder to fix. So he's going to start with those big ones, and if for some reason it doesn't work out, they're not looking good, then he's going to give me a call and let me know, and then I'll have a decision to make. Do I want him to keep going and risk it not looking great, or do I want to go ahead and replace it? So I'm hoping that he starts it and it's going fine and that he's going to be able to fix the entire thing. It's really hard to believe that all of these can be pulled out, but they said they can do it. They did also say that this was the worst car they've seen so far since the storm, which is kind of sad. And I think the only other part of the car I haven't talked about is the roof. The roof did get a couple of little dings, but nothing crazy. You could see in the photos they did mark a bunch more that you can't see in person. But see the little ones there? They're just kind of hidden, so they're there. But anyways, the roof, the hood, the fenders, and the trunk are all aluminum. I think obviously the hood is the most lightweight metal, and then I think the roof is a lot stronger aluminum, and that's why there's not nearly as many dents. The trunk is also more lightweight. Now the only thing on the car that is steel are the quarter panels and the doors. The insurance guy did a magnet test on all of it, so that's why they survived a little bit better, but still not great, and that's why the hood has by far the most damage. So can this be fixed? Will it look as good as new, or will it look like crap? I don't know. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and I will make sure to post a follow-up once I get the car back. Please cross your fingers for me because I love this car. I've been so devastated. I've been so sad about it for the last few days. It only has 8,000 miles on it, and it just, to me, it feels like it's ruined. It's really sad. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys.